I'm sitting here with some people from 1812, and they're explaining a little bit of life in Toronto at that time.
Oh, such a small place.
Yes, indeed, yeah, very small.
And the streets so muddy.
Very muddy. That's why we call it Muddy York.
Oh, is that why? What a fabulous name. Muddy York for a very muddy city.
Indeed. And then we became known as Little York, but we had to change our name because New York became New York, and we were just insulted, weren't we?
Well, become New
wants
York.
to be called Little York.
Little York.
Indeed.
And I must say, this is not the York we grew up. Look at all these marvelously tall buildings all around. All these
Absolutely.
horseless carriages.
In our village of York, only 700 people in 1812. Shall we tell them the story of the Americans? Seeing as it's
Why
Independence
don't you
Day.
tell the story?
Well, you tell it, soldier.
Wait, which story is that?
The story of our parliament. They came up
Oh,
here, they
yes.
burnt our parliament
Oh,
down
the
in the summer of
Americans.
1813.
The
When the
nerve,
Americans
indeed.
took over and occupied York for a few brief days, they went and burned down our parliament. But we got our revenge by a few months later marching on Washington and burning down their parliament.
Yes, yes, we did.
Unfortunately,
Yes.
it was mainly built of stone. The wood bits went up spectacularly,
Oh,
but
they would,
the stone
yes.
bits not so much. Although we did singe it quite a lot, and the Americans had to paint it a lovely shade of white.
That's
right.
Yes,
That's
indeed.
why, to this day, they refer to it as the White House.
There we go.
Long live the king.
Long live the king.
That is just a little bit of Toronto, just walking down the street on any average day in July.